Yo, what's going on? This is my VENDREAD deck profile. It's a little different from the other builds, so let's get straight into it. This is much of a fun build, not much of a competitive build. I just want to play basically like solitaire, so I don't really play like interactive cards, to be honest, but let's just get into it. I play the one Executor. To me, he's like the boss monster. He's basically, he protects all your other cards from being targeted, so that's very important to know. And he floats, and he'll grab you another VENDREAD card. So yeah, he's usually the last guy I want to go into. And then I play 3 Slayer. He's the main pre-prep target, and he's a good float. Mainly his float effects and reason why I play 3. He's the most flexible. His effect doesn't really matter. Gaining 300 attack permanently is like whatever, but his float effect, which adds a VENDREAD ritual spell, and you get to dump a VENDREAD monster. So it's an add one and a Foolish Burial, so it's really good. Next we play the 2 Battle Lord, kind of like the same theory as Slayer. He's a floater, but he gets you the ritual monsters, and then he gets to dump one to the grave. But then going second, this guy is like insane with this first effect. It's like VFD, where you can just say, yeah, you can't use the effect, but it's not a quick effect, so you have to be careful about that. So you know, declare 1 monster spell trap. Usually, if you want to play around Nibiru, you call monsters. If you're playing Runic, against Runic, you call spells, and then traps. I don't know. Like, I guess if you're facing like Outledge or Trap Deck, or if you're trying to dodge Evenly Match, Impermanence, just cards like that. Yeah, people got this card in some list. I can see why, but I think to me this card is like insane. Like, you need to play at least 2. 2 Scavenger. This card sucks, but you kind of have to play him just because of pre-prep. And going second, he's not too bad. He can actually do some damage. You could probably OTK with him if you go this route of the combo. Since you could tribute zombie and he gains the attack of the zombie, so you know he could get to like 5k easily, but yeah, not the best. He's probably the worst in my opinion. But yeah, that's all the rituals I played. It's actually more than usual. I played 8 rituals because this is more of like a combo deck than like a control build. So like I don't mind opening these. If anything, I would cut 1 Scavenger, but like if I draw him with like pre-prep and like I need the ritual spell, it becomes an issue. Alright, next we got 3 Scar. Basically, if he's sent to the grave, add a VENDREAD spell trap. Self-explanatory. And like he's like really broken. His second effect, where you could bring him back by banishing a zombie after you've already like ritual summoned. Yeah, he's just like, he makes making Savior just way easier. So yeah, he got maximum. He's like the best card. About to sneeze. Oh shit, bless myself. Alright, and then I played 2 Revenants, 2 Hound Horde, double core, and 1 Streets. Yeah, so this is like a pretty big lineup, but my theory is usually people only play like 1 of each of these. I think that's like in a way incorrect, because usually these 2 will get banished from their own grave effects because you summon them back from the grave usually when you do the combo. So yeah, having 2 extra ones is usually the move. So yeah, and basically what they do is if they're used as ritual material, And on the field, so these guys have to be on the field. They gain the bullet point effects for that ritual monster. So this one, you get to banish a special summon monster, insane. This one banishes a spell trap. This one says you can't be targeted. So this card in combo with the boss monster, quote unquote, means your opponent can't target any cards you control. So insane. And he's level 8, and if you add these guys up, so 4, 7, 8. Yeah, so the end goal for me is to get all these on the field and then use him as a material, as the ritual, to get all of their effects. So he'll be so he can't be targeted, and then his own effect protects other cards you control from being targeted. He could banish his spell and then banish his special summon monster. So yeah, that's usually the end goal for me, just to get this guy. And then this one is just like he's easy to bring back, because all you gotta do is, if he's sent to the grave, reveal a VENDREAD card and free summon, and then he gets banished to the grave. But he's only used for like Link Father. Yeah, that's like his main thing. You don't need to play him, but I like it. And my spice, I played 3 Gale Dagra, pay 3,000, send 1 monster from your extra deck to the grave. A lot of old school ritual decks were playing this card just because it's like a plus, +2, +1. Actually, is it +1? I don't freaking know. I think, yeah, no, it's just +1. But, and like it helps you with your plays. Like it helps you extend, create like an insane board. And with this, you can start off the combos with Battle Lord, because you could search it and then call like Nibiru or like monsters, so they can't like Valor you. They can't do like the monster hand traps. They can't Nibiru you. It's just good protection overall. And then you could go off with your plays. So that's it for the monsters. Yeah, interesting lineup because no one really plays these cards. But onto the spells, I played Double Knights. Basically the searcher of the deck. It's a field spell. And to be honest, this card's way better charge. It's like the Sword Soul, like the 10 card, the Heavenly Dragon Circle. So like this card dodges like Imperm, Valor, and like cards like that target on the field. So what that means is with this card and Battle Lord, is you can summon it. They have to shotgun it immediately, or otherwise I'm gonna use the effect of Battle Lord to use charge, and then goes to the grave. I can summon a VENDREAD monster, and then on the new chain I get to use his effect, his floating effect, and you just go off from there. So if they don't shotgun this, you simply call monster. They're gonna Valor it, or Imperm, or any card that targets it. Chain charge, and then yeah, since he's not on the field anymore, boom, your opponent just wasted the card, and you get like 2 cards because this one summons and this one adds 1. So yeah, like to me that's just like insane. So that's why I might want to play 3 of this, just because of that interaction, and just because it's like really good. Like you want to open this card. Wait, just 2 and 2. Next I play 3 the Origin. This card is very abusable because it's not once per turn. Because yeah, nowhere it says once per turn or like a hard once per turn. So you just keep on looping this if possible. So yeah, you gotta play 3. And basically with this deck, your ritual monsters, if they're in your hand or grave, it doesn't matter. So because the grave is the hand for this decks for the ritual monsters. So yeah, all the spells do that, where you can summon it from the grave or hand. Ravenous, this card's insane. I would play 3, but it's not. It's a hard once per turn. So, but yeah, this card's also insane because usually the line is, if you have Slayer in hand, you summon Scar face down, and then you just start going in from there. Like that's like my dream hand. It's just Scar and Ravenous, or Slayer, Ravenous, Slayer pre-prep. And yeah, you just start doing insane stuff. And I do play the one evolution for this combo with you need it for Battle Lord, and like yeah, like this card's like kind of good just for Battle Lord. Like anything else is like kind of subpar. Anything that you're gonna stick to the board with, like let's say you summon Slayer off of evolution, like it's just not good play. But if you're gonna use it as like Link Father, then that's like really really good, because it's gonna die anyways by its own effect. But yeah, that's all the ritual spells. I play 6. People cut down this 2-1, but I feel like you have to open this. It's like very important. Same with this, but like I said, the once per turn thing. Next, you got 3 pre-prep. Searches your dudes, self-explanatory. And then I actually played regular prep, because the fact that we can reuse Origin over and over, and it helps extend. So this is like an extension, basically. The thing is, you have to activate Origin first of all, so you could grab it off the grave and then search. So search, and then add Origin back to hand, and just keep on like extending. It's like insane. Yeah. People say this card sucks, but nah, not even close. But this card might suck. I might actually take this out for the third charge. Where is it? Yeah. So, yeah. But for now, this card has been like clutch, because it is like it is whatever you want basically. But charge is just like so insane. I don't care if it's like hard once per turn. Like this card's insane. Through testing, yeah, it will save you. And then I played 3 Reorigin. I guess this is like the only control card I play. Basically, you target a monster your opponent controls that has a level, important, and then you tribute it, special summon a token to your side of the field, and it gains that level. I wish this card didn't target. If it didn't target, it'd be like insane. But it is what it is. You know, still good. Yeah, that's the main deck. I think it's 41 or 40. I need a recount. Extra deck, you got Double Savior. His first effect is insane. You could just target Vendread card from the grave, add it to your hand. And his battle effect is irrelevant, because no one's going to attack into it unless you're an idiot. The God card, Cross Sheep, is especially in this deck. Oh, my food's ready. Is it gonna stop? Jesus. Okay. So yeah, you play double Cross Sheep. This card's insane. If you summon Ritual, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. But like I said, you want your monsters in the grave, because it's like your hand. Like all your rituals, they're okay in the grave, you know. These cards are okay in the grave. Yeah, like they're all okay in the grave, except like Revenants. Like Revenants is like the hardest one to like summon. So you'll probably summon Revenants off of your charge most of the time, depending what line you're going through. But yeah, Revenants is your charge target 100% of the time. Actually, no, 80% of the time. So yeah, this card's insane. There's like a 1-card combo with Gale Dagra, and you make this, and it's just, yeah, like that combo's insane. But it's only with 1 card. You play the 1 sucker just because you can. Appaloosa, yeah. Double Herald, this should probably be like 3. And then the other cards, yeah, like these cards don't matter, but screw these cards. But I think these cards are like the most important ones. Anything else is just filler at this point. But yeah, these cards are the most important cards that you should be playing. So yeah. That's the entire deck. Just use my build as like a template. It's not the best, not the worst. It is what it is. Probably gonna cut this card. Let's just have fun with it, you know? Because at this point, if you ain't having fun, you lacking. But yeah, that's the deck. Peace.